The Canadian Track Championships bring together some of the finest young cyclists throughout the country, but the 4-day event at the Mattamy Velodrome also shines light on the master classes. Divided into 3 men's groups, 30 to 39, 40 to 49, and 50 plus, and 1 women's group, 30 and over, these divisions are every bit as competitive as the elites. On Thursday, the best from each age group competed in the sprint finals. Team Kruzowinski dominated the podium in these classifications, and teammates were all smiles as they spoke about their commitment to the sport.
It's pretty tough from between the heats and stuff. But today we went out for a ride in the afternoon, took a break with the coach. We did like 30, 40K, easy spin outside, take a break, and then we came back for the evening heats. So
having someone that experienced makes a big difference because he knows exactly what's going on. He can tell you, okay, this person is weak, this person is very strong, you do this and that. So without him, like, neither one of us would be where we are.
Yeah, I came from the road, as a road racer, and he's converted me to track racing.
Veteran cyclist Krzysztof Kruzowinski made sure his team was prepared both physically and mentally for the night's competition.
Oh, the strategy is very important. If you know what you're doing, you win easier, right? That's because maybe I got so many years experience, I can figure out what kind of guys can do it. If they go with the bigger gear, then I can do different strategy. If I can see that easier gear, I can do a little bit different also. I don't want to tell everybody on the TV because that's a secret, but that's where you can use the experience, right? The strategy is very important. You have to know what kind of gears you have to use it, right? You have to know, like nutrition guy, tell us what we should eat before start. You have to do everything, right?
In a down-to-the-wire battle, Hamilton firefighter Steve McKee emerged victorious over Brent Atkins to win the Master B class. McKee was relieved after the races.
It was really close. It was really hard. Brent's a really good sprinter. The individual who won the silver, he was right on me on that second sprint, and it was inches, really. I mean, if this was a 251-meter track, we would have gone to a third sprint, I think, because he passed me right at the line. Honestly, I didn't know whether I'd won it. I had to look at the board to see whose name popped up. It was that close.
Despite being a lifelong road cyclist, McKee is relatively new to the indoor track and has carved out a niche as a top sprinter.
I've been racing, I guess, for about 10 years. 10 years of, I mean, it started pretty slowly. I've been only doing the tracks. It hasn't even been a full year. So I started doing track at Christmas time because it was Forest City Velodrome. And then, of course, when this opened up, that was sort of a new thing. But on the road, maybe 4 or 5 years really seriously. It's fun. It's fun to compete. It's fun to compete on the bike. When you race, you learn probably the hard way what you're good. And, of course, I found out lots of things I wasn't good at on cycling, like hills and other. So you find your niche, and then you just sort of roll with it and try to get what you can out of it. So, yeah, I guess amongst the older guys, because honestly, the real athletes here, those young guys, they're amazing. But, yeah, I'm the decent sprinter for my age group, let's say.
Does being a firefighter help in training?
No, because honestly, I had to work the other night. I was up all night, and I'm tired. I want to go to bed, so it did not help me. But yeah, you do get, with the shifts, I have days, like daylight days off, so I can ride in daylight. Like as opposed to if I was working 9 to 5. And you work 9 to 5 in Canada, you might not see the sun for a week if you're working indoors. So yeah, I get daylight hours. I can come to the track when it's quieter or ride outside, stuff like that. So yeah, it's probably helps.
Many of these same athletes will represent Team Canada in the Pan Am Masters in November. Reporting for Mohawk Journalism, I'm Jimmy Goldenberg.